Hi everyone, it's Nancy, and today we're going to make some ATCs. And I got a great response from the last ones we did, so I thought, you wanted to see more. I thought we could do it at least once, maybe twice a month, but at least once. And I think I'm going to just kind of do what, depending on what I'm working on for that month, I'll use that theme. So since I started my wine journal, I thought we would make some wine ATCs. And ATCs are artist trading cards. They can be vertical, horizontal, but the only rule for an ATC is 2.5 by 3.5. That's the only rule for that. Otherwise, you can do it, decorate it any way you want. And a lot of people trade them and sell them and collect them. So I'm having a good time making them. So I have this stamp and I will list it below. I listed it in my other video. This is from Red Lead Paperworks, I think it's called. Yes, I'll list their shop below. This is a great stamp to put on the back of them. So you could circle your month, the date, put the year, any special notes, and yeah, so I stamp them, and this is just old, used or from the Dollar Tree. I get the packages of the manila folders, and I just cut them up to that size and stamp that on the back, and I have them ready to go. So it's it's not an investment or anything. So anyway, let's get started. Put those to the side. So we're going to make two designs here. Okay, so and I did print some my papers out, and I also did some with my label maker. Oh gosh, if I could talk, that'd be good. Label maker. I've got Partners in Wine and In Vino Veritas, which means in wine there is truth. I have my little wine label stamp on the cork. I have some dyed cheesecloth from Jacqueline's shop. I have this cool image I found on YouTube. Oh my gosh, on Pinterest of this pretty gal with her wine and bottle. And then I have some of my faux wax wine labels. And I stamped a wine glass on cork and cut that out. So we're going to make two different kinds here. I did print some of the kit that I have. This is one of the wine kits that I use. I'll link it down. I think this one was the one from, I can't remember, but I'll link it. I always link all my kits below that I'm using. So I want to use, since I printed out Partners in Wine, I wanted to get this image here of these two gals jumping in the barrel, squishing the grapes. So that's what I want to do there. So I'm going to, and I printed it to a page so I can get the image more to size of the one I wanted, okay? So I'm going to just turn this over. I'm going to use my fabric tack glue, and I'm going to put it on the back of this here and line it up on that image and cut around it. So that's the plan. So I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone had a really nice weekend. The weather is finally starting to feel like spring a little bit again, I think. So I'm happy for that. Okay, so I'm going to line it up here. It's the easiest way to do it than to cut out, to cut it out. And I might as well get this one glued down too. So I'll make sure I have that right. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so I was waiting for a few things to come from Amazon for my wine journal, so that's why I didn't continue in it yet, because I was waiting for some things that didn't come in time. So but now that I have everything, we're going to get going on that wine journal for sure. And it was funny because so many of you were saying, I don't think it's going to be big enough for one signature. And you know what? I have to agree with you. I'm going to do my gluing all at one time here, if you don't mind. so we can get this done. So this one here, it doesn't matter because she covers most of the page. So I'm just gonna just glue these on to the back here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to make it 2 signatures. The other option that I was thinking of doing is leave it the 1 signature and making a mini journal to tie on the top of the cover of the, you know, like a journal topper type thing, but it would be a mini journal, smaller than the actual journal, and then it would just be part of the top. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. What am I doing here? I gotta pay attention. No, wait, what am I doing? It doesn't matter because I'm doing vertical. Okay, got it. See, talking and working at the same time. Sometimes I just can't do it. I just can't. All right. And that's going to fit perfect. That's good. So, yeah, I think I'm leaning towards the mini topper journal that would tie on top of the main journal. I think that would be kind of cool. So, we'll see how it goes. But yeah. So I'm excited to do it. I you know, like I said, I've been wanting to do it, and I'm finding some cool pieces to go in it and to make. So that will be very fun to do. So, all right, so we got that on there, and I am going to cut these off now. So let me get that. Yeah, weather's finally cooperating. Well, it is mid-April. It's about time. So definitely need some nice weather. Okay, so here's one. Those 2 gals stomping the grapes. Reminds me of, did you ever see that I Love Lucy episode when her and Ethel were stomping in the grapes? Oh my gosh, that was such a funny show. Yeah, I think you could still see those kind of things. I can remember that one. Or the other famous one I liked is them making the chocolates in the chocolate factory, you know, the little chocolates, and how fast they were going on the conveyor belt. And then they were, Lucy and I think Ethel too, they were sticking it in, stuff in their mouths and their pockets. Oh my, it makes me want to go watch that again. I want to see that. But now that was just funny to me. That was just plain, clean fun, you know? So yeah, that's, I guess, stomping in the grapes here is, and they were definitely partners in crime, weren't they? Ethel and Lucy, so for sure. So, all right, we'll get the gluing all done at one time here. Makes it a lot easier then. So there's one. There we go. And then I'll just trim this part off here. If I can see it. There we go. Okay. All right. So the next thing I like to do, and it's just my preference, I just ever so slightly snip the little tips off. I just like to do that. You don't have to do that, but that's what I like to do. So ever so slight. You barely notice it, but I notice it, and I don't know, I just like it. I can't explain it. You either do it or you either like it or you don't, right? So, okay. Yeah, so what else can I tell you? I don't know. Just, oh, my husband and I had our wedding anniversary yesterday. We had all the kids and grandkids over for dinner. So that was kind of nice. And then, of course, next week is Easter already, right? So I want to ink these first. So let me close my glue up for a second here. On the green one, I'm using just my mowed lawn, my Tim Holtz mowed lawn. So I'm going to go around that. It kind of goes nice with that paper. then we have birthdays that we're going to celebrate on Easter. There's more wedding anniversaries of family. I mean, April is the month for our family to have all that kind of stuff going on. I think I'm going to use the Wilted Violet. Wilted Violet. Oh, you know what? While I have this out, I think I'm going to just ink the Partners in Wine. Because I'm going to take this off and use my holder here to change sponges. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to take this off for now. Get this one on. And let's use this one here for this. These are so much fun to do. Little works of art. Okay. I think let's take this back off. I think I'm going to use the green on the other lettering for the other one, because she has like the pinky purples and the greens. So let me put this back on here and do this one too. I think I did this one already, because she's got green and the pinks in her. The bottle's green, so I think I'm going to do this in green as well. It'll pick the green up in her bottle and the dress. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's work on this one here. I have my wine labels. I have some green and I have some wine glasses. So what I think I want to do is like put this here like that. I want to do that kind of that way. So these are pretty simple. I mean, pretty straightforward, simple. Nothing fancy, but I think it's so cool. The stamping on the corks, the hand-dyed cheesecloth from Jacqueline, and the wine seals. So I keep them and I smash them. When you cut them off your bottle, I just kind of smash them, but then I take them to my room, my craft room, and then I just use like a clear, a block or anything you have, and I just smash them. And now sometimes if you get a little rough edge or whatever, I trim it with my scissors, but smash them with acrylic block. That's what I do. I smash it with an acrylic block, and it still has a lot of texture, as you can see. There we go. And then I thought, I cut some of this. I thought it'd be fun to kind of put that for texture behind there. So I'm going to glue that on. And I think that'll look cool. And then I thought the wine glass over it would be a real cute addition. So I'm going to put some of my... Okay, and let's get it in here. I just kind of cut a piece of the, yeah, that'll work. And then I'm going to put some of this here. Okay. Let's get that on here. I want to put it like about here. I don't want to cover up my, what do you call it? My words so you can read it. Partners in Wine. Press that down. Okay, have my wipe here. And then I wanted to glue I thought it'd be fun to have that there. I love that. That's so fun. Now this is adhesive and there is a backing on there, but I'm leaving the backing on for stability. So I am not taking that backing off. I'm leaving it on. I'm just gonna add my glue and put that right there. And I'm gonna just hold it down for a second. I think that's super cute. I love it. Let's see. Let me move it up a little. There we go. I don't want to cover up my my words. That's cute. I kind of like it. Partners in wine, and you see the gals stomping the grapes. Okay, I'm going to make another one. Here, let's get another one made. Yeah, I'm getting really messy with my glue here today. Gee whiz. Okay. I think it's kind of cute. I was just got a glue string here, I think. Seems like I have a glue string. I don't know. Okay, I like it. I think it's cute. Okay. So kind of go on the angle here. Right there. I like that. And then take another piece of this. Maybe that one's kind of big. No, maybe not. I could cut it a little. Let's see if this one's a little smaller. Kind of curls up on you, so it's hard to tell. Okay. I can cut some of that off. Doesn't have to be perfect, right? Just a little bit of that off. So let's get some glue on there. Just like to clean that tip off. I would imagine that if you have art glitter glue, this would work, but I don't know. I feel more confident using my fabric tack for this kind of stuff here. Let me just get that in the middle. No rhyme or reason. Get some more on here. Put that down here. Can always trim some of that off if we need to, and then glue the wine glass on. Okay. And let's put that here. Oops. Okay. I love it. I think that's cute. I think that's very cute. Partners in wine. I like those. Those are the right there. We'll leave those there. And then let's work on our other one. See how that one's going to turn out. Okay, so I printed this gal wallet size on my printer. I think I did, I guess, yeah, I did go over the edges with vintage photo, I think, because it was mostly that color. So did I do this one? I think I did. So you're not going to see much of the background here because the picture takes up most of the card, but still you're going to see some, and I think that looks good like that. So I guess we could get the images glued on. Actually, you know what? I probably will. Yeah, I could use this. I got it out already. Might as well just use it. Since I'm already having it out here. Okay, let's get her centered. She's the exact size across, which works really well, but I just want to make sure I have it kind of the same on top and bottom. That's what I'm just looking for. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just something like that. See, that looks good. Okay. Okay. And this one. Oh, gee whiz. Pick that one up. Okay. All right. Well, that's super cute, isn't she? She looks like she's very happy holding her bottle and her glass of wine. Okay, so on this one, I have more of the dyed cheesecloth from Jacqueline, just little pieces. I have the stamped on cork, the little wine label, or whatever, seal, the wine seal, I guess. And I was thinking, and I have in vino veritas, in wine there is truth. So she looks like she's going to tell the truth after that glass of wine. So let's see, what do I want to do? If I put this here like that, then I could put this in the corner and this on top. Yep, because I don't want to cover too much of her. So let's do that. Really simple, but I think they're super cute. I don't want to pass anything up that I can make that has a wine theme or a tea theme or a Halloween theme. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see now. I'm going to put this like right here under the bottle. I don't want to cover up too much of her arm. Okay, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to leave the paper on again. And I'm going to, let's see, I'll put some of this here a little bit. We'll just gather that here like that. It's okay if it hangs off the end. I'm okay with that. Oops. Get that back on there. Okay. All right. Let's get that on. I can move it around a little. I think I can. I have time. Okay, in vino veritas. Well, I'm kind of covering it up a little bit, but not too bad. I guess I could have. No, it's fine. I'm going to leave it. You can always kind of scrunch this away, I think. Let's see. I can always kind of pull it off to the side. There we go. Okay, I like it. Let's get this one down. And vino veritas. In wine there is truth. Okay. I thought that was very good to go with a picture of that gal. So let's get that on. Okay, and then, okay, I'll put, oh, my bottle is starting to Ugh, I hate when it does that. It kind of starts oozing out. Let me see if I can get it on here a little bit more. Okay. And then I've got to cover it up really quick here. Otherwise, it's going to keep on coming out. That's the only thing with that. I love it, but it can be messy to work with. All right. Okay. There. That one's a little better. That one. I like it. I like it a lot. In vino veritas with that. Okay. So there's the ATCs for April, wine themed. Partners in Wine, reminds me of Lucy and Ethel there. And this gal here, yeah, she's going to tell the truth after that glass of wine, especially if she's holding that bottle. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for hanging with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye.